Welcome to this week's Mollie Sommer Show. I'm so excited you're here and tuning in. This week, we are talking about how you can create success and manifest your desires in the last 90 days of the year. So as always, I hope you enjoy the ride. Bring your hands and feet inside the car and let's get started. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this week's Mollie Sommer Show. This week, we are diving into the tools to help you finish off the year with high energy and manifesting your desires. I have to admit, last week when I realized that there were only 90 days left in the year, I thought to myself, wow, where has it gone? It seems to fly by so quickly when we hit June. And so I really wanted to give you some tips and tools so that you can finish off the year ahead of the ball, so that you can start 2024 feeling confident, feeling on task, and feeling like you are going to crush it next year. Because my friend, anything you want, anything you dream of, you are capable of, you are worthy of. And together, I know we can make it. I wanted to share with you these 5 tips and tools today because I really want you to feel like you have what you need in order to make it through the last bit of the year with that confidence and that clarity about what you are manifesting. And so if you implement these tools today, you will be in a completely different place by the end of the year. Your energy will have changed, and you will start seeing the proof of your manifestations really, really quickly. These are my favorite tools, and some of them took me a little bit longer to learn than others, but I guarantee you, I use these tools in my life all the time. First of all, let's talk about clarity, because if you're not clear about what it is you want, the universe is going to send you all kinds of options so that you can get clear, so that you can experience contrast. Contrast is always going to be around, and it's so that we know what we want versus what we don't want. When you know what you want and when you're clear about what you want, the universe continues to send you options. And the contrast is still going to be there. But as you observe what is coming back to you, you can adjust your frequency. You can hone in on exactly what it is that you are seeking. My favorite thing to do when the universe sends me something that I no longer am available to is I bless it. I express gratitude for it. Thank you, universe, but this is no longer what I'm looking for. And I let it pass me by without getting upset about it. Because there's really no need to get upset, because the universe wants you to be successful. And if you've changed your mind and a manifestation has appeared, it just means that that manifestation was already on its way to you originally when you had the thought. Without clarity, we can begin to feel overwhelmed, which can lead to frustration and anger. These trigger the nervous system in the body, and you can turn this into a sabotaging cycle. I know with my own journey in this area, when I didn't know I was in this frustration and overwhelm, I would perpetuate this cycle. And it wasn't until I got clear on what I wanted that I was able to unravel this cycle and really move past it. Because when you're clear about what you want, you no longer get frustrated and angry with all of the options that are coming towards you. And you take that inspired action to move forward towards the things and the open doors that are there and available for you. This can be especially difficult for us creative entrepreneurs who are open to possibility. To those of us who really don't like limiting ourselves, closing or maintaining a boundary with the universe can feel uncomfortable in the body because it feels like you're shutting off an opportunity or closing a door. And you have to remember that it really is okay to close doors. The universe doesn't take it personally. The universe wants you to flow in the easiest or in the most joyful way for you. The ease is because the doors are opening for you. And so when you say no to an option, it's not saying no to the universe. It's not saying no to your dreams. It's really just honing into the path that you want to take, because there are so many of them. We also want to get really clear on our goals right now because there's only 90 days left, and maybe even less when you're listening to this podcast. And so you want to use these days efficiently. You want days where you can take inspired action versus days where you rest and allow. You don't want to feel busy or rushed or in the hustle. Clarity helps you create that strategic plan that allows you to flow with ease and know that you're in that flow of abundance. Knowing what you want is the first step in manifestation. I always refer back to Abraham Hicks because I'm obsessed with Abraham Hicks. I have always been obsessed with Abraham Hicks. And she says that with every desire, you launch a rocket. And with that rocket, source instantly starts sending you back information. And so without that clarity, you get all kinds of messages back. So the first thing to start right now is to start journaling about what you desire. Take 10 minutes and just start having a stream of consciousness on a piece of paper. I would like by the end of the year, yada, 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 yada. And just let it flow until there's nothing left. Try to release the resistance. Even if it's a big thing, let it go. Let it come through and write it down. Because the next step is starting to hone in and create the AIM SMART process. So the AIM SMART process is something that I use with my clients, and that it's one step further than the SMART process, the SMART goals process. We've all heard of the SMART goals process. It's specific, measurable, achievable, reasonable, and time-oriented. The AIM SMART process takes it one step further. Think of it as shooting an arrow. If you are looking at a target, you're going to aim before you release that arrow. The A in this process is acceptable. What is the minimum that I can do in this process to move towards my goal? So if I was only going to do the bare minimum, what would that be? The I is what is the maximum I could do. If I was going to give 100% every single day, what would that be? And the M is the middle. What is the realistic stretch here? Once you know that goal, you can start running it through the SMART process. So get specific. What is the very first step that you have to take? The measurable. Can it be measured? And how do you know exactly how to measure it? Is it achievable? Is this goal really achievable in the time that you have available to you? Is it reasonable? Are there things that can get in your way? Or do you need to modify this goal? And finally, is it time-oriented? As we're talking about finishing these goals and completing these goals before the end of the year, can you realistically finish it within the time we have left? Moving through this process will help you make a strategy and a pathway that feels good in your body. so that you move through it and allow it to unfold joyfully, effortlessly, so that you can take steps every day that you enjoy, that are small, that are consumable, instead of being all over the place and not really knowing where to start. Or as an entrepreneur, as a creative entrepreneur, having half-finished tasks all over the place. Using this process will help you navigate the next 90 or so days so that you finish off the year feeling successful, feeling fulfilled, feeling abundant in what you've created. Next, we're going to map out what we're responsible for versus what we're leaving up to source. Not everything is up to us in the process of manifestation. We are all about the what and the why. The unknowns are up to source. The things like the how. What is the next step? How am I going to do this? Those things you can give over to source. When you give these tasks over to source, it allows you and opens you up for new opportunities to come in, things that maybe you weren't expecting, or maybe you open yourself up to new creative ideas. I love doing this as a part of my morning routine. When I sit down for work, I write down the tasks that I want to fulfill in that day that will make me feel complete and productive and joyful. And then I hand over the rest to source. I feel invigorated when I do this. And I know that every single day I can smash my goals effortlessly. And as I give all of that other stuff over to source, I'm not putting energy into it anymore. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not ruminating on it. And it allows the solution to manifest and attract based on the energy that I'm feeling every single day. This is a game changer. Your next responsibility is for inspired action. This is when you get an insight or a download or a genius idea when you're in the shower. You have to take responsibility for the action forward. Even a moment of hesitation will sometimes cause that opportunity and that idea to leave. It's gone. Right? So you have to take inspired action. Listen to your inner guidance the first time, because we know the more you resist, the louder those messages get until it becomes so insistent. So what I love doing is writing a list and prioritizing which steps, which insights are going to create the biggest movement forward towards my goals. Next step is setting up morning and evening routines that are going to support you so that you can hold yourself accountable and keep you on track. Morning routines have been a part of my life for 8 years now. And I'll be honest, when I first came into the awareness of a morning routine, I had some resistance. But morning routines don't have to start out huge. You can start small with 15 minutes here or 20 minutes there and add on to them as you feel the momentum and as you feel better and better. The morning is when we set ourselves up for success. So it's when you create consciously, it's when you set your intentions and you create that momentum into your day. Set up a morning routine that supports you. Things like journaling or moving your body or consciously visioning what it is you want to create in the day. The goal of this morning routine is to feel good, to feel energized. And so whatever way gets you to that place so that you're vibrating with joy and ease, it's totally up to you. That's your creative process. Next is the evening routine. And this is something that I started implementing in my own life in the past year, and it was a game changer. This is your time to unwind, to slow down, to feel grateful for your day, to connect into that sense of fulfillment or accomplishment or just feeling good, to start focusing on what you want to create in the next day so that you're not creating the past, but you're forward focused. As you begin to slow down at the end of your day, your brain changes brainwaves, kind of like switching gears in your car. It changes into theta waves, and your subconscious begins to open up. This is a great time to set intentions or listen to affirmations or visualize what it is you want to create. Your subconscious is so much more receptive at this time. Some things that I've started doing that really help me sleep better and feel more rejuvenated in the morning. Some simple things that you can do starting today. Things like stopping eating before bed. I like to stop about 2 hours before bed. This will help your body come into the rest and restore, so it's not actively digesting when you go to bed. Stop watching television a good hour before bed, even turning off your phone so that you're not stimulating your brain with the blue light, or put on some blue light glasses so that you're blocking that out. Drink some warm herbal tea and dim the lights so that your brain starts creating melatonin so that by the time you get into bed, you are ready for sleep. You can train your body to be ready for sleep by maintaining a good sleep schedule and going to bed at the same time every night. Over time, you'll train your body to be ready for that experience so that when you slip into the covers, it's not a fight to fall back asleep or to fall asleep. It's a joyful experience because you know you're going to wake up the next day feeling rested and renewed. Finally, the last step in creating your dreams between now and the end of the year is really about leaning into community. As a solo entrepreneur or an entrepreneur, it can be easy to forget that we are human beings who crave connection. We thrive in community. And when we're in community that supports our dreams with people who have been where we are, we actually rise into the collective energy of the community. So I recommend finding a mastermind group, finding a peer group, or creating an abundance team that you feel supported in. Invest in your future. Maybe even hire a coach or a mentor. You do not have to be alone in this journey of creation. Choose your people wisely. Don't share your dreams with people who are going to cast their own beliefs and limitations on you. Share your dreams with people who encourage you to be more of you. If you don't have those people in your inner circle, find a community. Ask for a community. Maybe that's something you can manifest. Get clear on the people you want to spend your time with. Create habits of accountability for yourself and ask your friends to join you. I can guarantee you that someone who has been where you are now won't judge where you are. In fact, they will want to help you by helping you rise. Maybe it's that time now for you to find that coach, to find that mentor that aligns with you, that helps you feel safe, so that you maybe can process through these patterns or habits that maybe aren't serving you anymore. Someone who can partner with you to help you find that clarity, to help you move through the blind spots that have been holding you back. I believe 100% that we can all benefit from a coach. I mean, look at pro athletes. They have not become the best version of themselves alone. It takes community. It takes guidance. It takes mentorship to become that version of yourself where you can play at a high level. We can all achieve that in our creative pursuits, in our business pursuits. But it's so much easier to do it in community. So that's it for this week. Remember that with the time left in this year, you can completely crush your goals when you feel supported, when you feel that ease, and when you feel like you can accomplish what it is that you are setting out to do. You are never alone. It's a game. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. The universe, source, you have come here to experience the wonders of this life, and everything supports you in that way. Remember that it's a game. So my beautiful friend, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening wherever you are. If you have enjoyed this episode, please hit that subscribe button, hit a like, hit a share. If you know somebody who needs these tips in their lives, share it with a friend. And let's bring more people into this community so that everyone can feel supported in this beautiful space. Much love in my heart. Remember, you are amazing. Have a gorgeous day, my friend. We'll talk to you later. Hey there. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and procrastination? Maybe you feel frustrated or unable to break free and really create the freedom and the life you desire. Trust me, I understand the challenges that you face. I have been there myself in the past. In October, I have limited one-on-one spots available for individuals who are ready to invest in their future and overcome these obstacles, unlocking so much more abundance and peace and fulfillment in their lives. We'll move you from overwhelm and self-sabotage into a feeling of abundance and purpose, feeling that alignment and joy so that you can wake up every day excited and really knowing that you are on the right path. I believe 100% in the power of coaching, and my proven methods have helped my clients achieve their dreams and desires for almost 7 years now. So if you're ready to invest in yourself and experience the benefits of one-on-one coaching, let's set up an Ignite Your Vision discovery call and learn about each other. Maybe it's a match, and by the end of the year, you will be completing your goals and manifesting your dreams. If this sounds like something you're interested in, hit that link in the caption, head over to molliesommer.com and apply for one of these amazing spots today.